Okay, so here we are at the battle site of Lostwithiel. Now, I bet you're wondering how I know. Well, can you see right in the middle of the screen there? You can't actually see it, but you can see the trees that's growing on top of a mound. And here, if you go there, there's another mound with bushes and trees growing on top. And further down, beyond that house, right in the middle of the screen, there's another mound. And there's maybe 6 or 7 that carry on for quite a way. And that's where all the soldiers and the horses that were killed in the battle are buried, in those mounds. I don't know the figures exactly of how many died, but there was a significant number, and there must have been for them. I've actually stood on top of these mounds 25-30 years ago, before these trees were growing on them, so I know this is the battle site. I did a lot of research after I bought a book from made by a local vicar. He'll be well dead now because he was in his 70s then, but I have that book, and the figures of the amount of people that died are in that book, and that's why I know that they all gathered around Braddock Church where we've just been. So I can't even tell you which year it happened. Not that much into this particular battle, but it was important, and it changed everything around for the parliamentary side. I do know that. So there it is. So there's another battle site. I don't expect we'll be back here again for a long time, but I've visited this place about 4 times because I've got this affection for the English Civil War, and just walking around the church gave me some strange feelings to think that all these guys gathered there. These guys at the lane here, they gathered there. That was their last day around that church, smoking the pipes, talking to each other. It's strange, but 370 years ago or thereabouts now. Anyway, so we'll catch up with you again when we're back in Nottingham. There's not much more to see in Nottingham, but I can tell you a little bit more about the Civil War when we get back, either to Vienna or to Nottingham, and we'll let you know a little bit more about it. And actually diving down that well and fetching those items was quite a significant thing for me, and being able to give them to the museum, where they've stayed in a drawer as far as I know for 30 years, and more people would have seen them if I'd have kept them. So shame that. But you've seen the items because I took photos of them, and they appeared in the Dive magazine which I worked for, which was Immersed. About 1996 I think I made that story, but I dived down the well before then, so it would have been 94 and 95 I dived down that well. Anyway, we're going to drive back to Looe now in Cornwall, and then on to Plymouth and back up to Nottingham, but not today. So we'll catch up with you later.